everyone. We're going to get started. This should be about 30 minutes. So this is our summer internship final presentation. It's more like a share out. We've got 5 amazing summer interns. We're averaging about 5 minutes, give or take. But they've had an 8-week internship. I staged this photo. I made them do this a few minutes ago. I was looking for things on Unsplash, like a sharing site, and I was like, I think we can make our own. 5 interns representing 4 universities and a lifetime of fun. So each of them is focused on a different project in their time here, and what they're going to be, and they did a ton of different things, but I each gave them kind of like a capstone. So both Darlie walked away with an artifact and something that was driving our business forward, and they did as well for their resume. It's absolutely been incredible, valuable to the organization. So what we're going to do is walk through, this is the list of individuals. They're each going to come up and share out some high levels of what they did, what they learned. At the end of each of their little presentations, there is a QR code. If you'd like to network with them on LinkedIn, they have it here, and I'll also share this presentation out. We did keep it high level. 5 minutes is not a lot of time. We did practice runs, but remember, these individuals are in school, so we're not going to Shark Tank them today. The goal is to celebrate an awesome summer and the work that they've done for us, and also for us to be inspired with ideas, right? This is a really cool way to do a share out. So with that, Marilyn, I'm going to invite you to the front. You can just use the arrows, and I'm going to stand right here-ish so you can be in the camera.
Sounds good. Okay, well, hi everyone. I really appreciate you all staying. I was hoping not everyone would leave. But if you guys don't know me, my name is Marilyn, and I'm from Naperville, Illinois. I'm currently an undergraduate marketing student at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. And so I've had the pleasure of being here for the past 8 weeks as a summer intern working in the marketing department with Kim Brown. And my focus was in social media. So this is kind of a summary and overview about things I learned and then things I was working on. So this quick overview, first starting with the challenge I was given, which was overall to engage with our audiences on Instagram. So I did look at every single social media platform, but I specifically worked on Instagram. And so basically when I say engage, I mean not just seeing a post and just looking at it, but really liking it, commenting, sharing it, reposting it, all that good stuff. So that was my main challenge, and the solution or deliverable I came up with was just to test different creative styles to see what worked, what didn't work, and to overall just reach out to our target audience. The key learning I basically got from that was just to truly get engagement, you really need to understand your target audience. And so when I say understand, that means look at their background information, where they're from, their values, what they support, what they stand for, to really help increase engagement. So here's some of the great things I did and helped with. So first I have some statistics at the top. So first I increased our following on Instagram by 2.3%. So we gained 2.3% of new followers. I'm just going to skip around a little bit. Another one, I was able to increase our Instagram profile visits by 117%. So that means once you see the post, that means clicking on the profile, looking through the profile and stuff. A few other things I worked on, I worked a lot with Kevin Sofin on the In-Service Darlie podcast. So I uploaded all of season 2, which basically I had to listen to each episode and grab quotes, write descriptions, and I was able to post all that to the anchor. So I was able to schedule every single episode up until August 28th. And I also worked with Kevin Sofin on the 2023 Thought Leadership Essay Competition, which involved working with 10+ judges over 75 essays, which was really fun. So, and then some things I learned. First thing I learned, I really learned about the history and Darlie, or the history and culture here at Darlie. I knew a little bit of the history, but it wasn't until I really stepped foot and realized how strong the culture and the community here is at Darlie and how different it truly is. I was also able to take and apply feedback. Sometimes I just listened to feedback, but really throughout this experience, I was able to take everything I got, write it down, and apply it onto future things I was working on. I was able to learn the importance of asking questions. Everyone here is just so willing to help and to just help me out and answer any questions I have. So I really learned how important that is. I learned the importance of networking. So actually the marketing team had the opportunity to visit some offices in the city. So we went to Salesforce and Pimley, so I was able to, or I just learned how important it is to keep in touch with those people and add them on LinkedIn and reach out to them if I have any questions. And then lastly, I overall developed new skills and gained experience in the marketing field. So, I mean, like I said earlier, I'm currently an undergraduate marketing student, so I've only taken so many classes, and I feel like you can only learn so much in the lecture hall. So really stepping foot into the office and gaining this experience was super helpful. So overall, this was a really great 8 weeks. I want to thank Kim Brown for being so supporting and guiding during this time. As long as the marketing team, you guys were really awesome to work with. And here's my LinkedIn. If anyone wants to add me, I'd be happy to connect. So,
Great. TJ, go ahead. And then what we'll do is, at the end, if we have some time, we can have a Q&A with all of them. Does that sound good if people want to ask questions for the group? Okay, TJ, go ahead. Oh, you can see it. Perfect. Go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm TJ. I'm a grad student at Loyola, and I'm a marketing intern here, and my focus was on data analysis. So for an overview, my challenge was connecting digital marketing data to get a full performance picture, and what I did to overcome this was activating marketing analytics software called Intelligence on Salesforce to create performance dashboards to make data-driven decisions. The key learning that I had was the social media growth since 2022. This is one of the dashboard that I had, and the overall social media has grown significantly from 2022, and this data is from LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So all the great things that I did and helped with, organizing and storing all the intern work on OneNote. I got a Google Analytics certificate throughout the course of my internship, outlined and wrote articles for Darley Times, created Darley knowledge base on marketing analytics and intelligence that contains more than 50 hours of research. I assisted Barb with t-shirt inventory, and I assisted Jazz with the Excel file that she was working on. It was a huge data set. So 4 things that I learned. My main focus in the internship was data analysis and visualization. So I think I have an intermediate level knowledge in that. Excel tricks, practical professional skills, and communication skills. I want to say a big thank you to Kim and to Darley. I'm only 1 year old in the US, and this experience in Darley has made me more confident for my future professional growth. So thank you, Darley, thank you, Kim, and that's my LinkedIn. Please follow me.
Hello everyone, I'm also a marketing intern. My name is Jasmine, and I attend Loyola University Chicago as an undergrad student studying economics and pre-law. And my main focus is e-commerce development. So essentially for my internship overview, the main challenges that I tackled, I cleaned up and analyzed the company's equipment sales, Excel sheet to understand losses and product profitability, and I investigated factors affecting the profitability of different products and assessed the effectiveness of product allocation. And the different solutions that I was able to deliver from that is I created recommendations conducting an impact analysis to compare item costs versus price and order data, and this would provide insights into product profitability and help optimize pricing strategies. I suggested implementing individual product lines instead of bundles for better organization, easier anomaly detection, and identified and rectified missing data in the Excel sheet to ensure that more accurate computation of profit and margins. And some key learnings that I took from this was that I discovered significant gaps in cost information, such as attribution costs and unit cost, emphasizing the importance of comprehensive data management for improving product profitability. And I proactively am resolving missing data inconsistencies, which underscored the critical role of precise data management in facilitating informed decision making and optimizing product profitability. So some of the things that I helped with other than my main project, I'll just briefly go through them. So I helped write the rules for the ePlug sweepstakes, where I researched different guidelines for external sweepstakes on social media platforms and different practices through Instagram giveaways and future projects that we can use different kinds of through my research and different kinds of guidelines. And I also did an SEMrush versus similar web analysis. So I identified the advantages and disadvantages that are offered by each platform, and further researched on the ways that we can benefit from each potentially to maximize our usage with SEMrush, which we are currently using. And I also met with a SimilarWeb representative to further understand why the product would be beneficial to us and what the major differences are between SEMrush and SimilarWeb. I also created and organized some of the Flare product descriptions that are currently on the eDarter website. I also, this is what TJ was talking about, I organized large data sets on Excel to match the desired Pinley format, and TJ assisted me with that. I also helped Barb organize the 275 employee merchandise, and I also organized AFG grants data from different emails. And some things that I learned throughout the course of this internship, I feel like I was able to work on my professional tone and demeanor, being able to talk in front of different groups of people, going out of my comfort zone, not only like professionally, but also in the sense of commuting from the city, taking the metro and such. It was definitely a journey to get here, but it's all worth it. And also just like essentially working on projects that are not only for a grade, you know, it's something that affects the general group that I'm working with. Also working on my time management to consistently with the team and considering the whole team and what I do and how it affects other people's schedules, such as like one thing impacts the other in the general process, as well as confidence in a workplace and just in general corporate setting and how I present myself professionally, as well as learning to ask for help and support, as well as learning to communicate with superiors about my needs and my progress, and gaining proficiency in Excel and data analysis techniques, enhancing my skills for future projects and tasks. And I was able to learn the effective data input and distribution are essential for product allocation and overall business performance. Thank you. Here's a QR code for my link.
Hi, I'm Gianna Tomzak. I have also been on the marketing team this summer as one of the interns, and I'm really excited to share with you what I've learned and I've been doing this summer. So to start, just an overview, I have been helping Darlie find a way to capture and share our Darlie success stories and how to share them in a meaningful and impactful way. I helped essentially identify, plan, schedule, and conducted some employee and supplier interviews. And so my next step is to produce the best ways to share those stories, whether it's through our website or social media. And then my key learnings from this project have been, everybody has a story. It's just about learning how to ask the right questions and when to ask them. I've also learned so much about having these stories and actively seeking them out is a critical step to our business successes, as others want to hear them and they deserve to hear them. Storytelling aids to building our brand so much as a relationship company as well. So some of the awesome things that I got to do and help with my time here essentially fall into 3 categories. And that first category includes brand experience. So with that, I helped create swag bags for the Defense Sales Conference. I cleaned and organized the lower level, which is pretty awesome. That was a big project.
Thank you, Paco, too.
Yes. I helped create an initial budget and plan for lower level experiences, and I created the apparel ordering spreadsheet for Defense. Then under the event coordination section, I authored sales conference itinerary, I supported staff sales conference event back in June, and I helped create the 2023 Modern Day Marine Show memo. And finally, with content creation, I conducted employee and supplier interviews, like I spoke about previously, and I also began filming Nick's updated supplier video series, which was a lot of fun. So 4 things I learned while my time here is 1, how to conduct professional interviews. 2, I learned some ins and outs of brand experience. 3, I learned a lot of detailed navigation of Excel spreadsheet. And 4, I learned how to translate what I learned in school into the professional world. And that includes the value of preparation and understanding the difference between critical tasks and good to have tasks to lead me to the best possible outcome. So this is my
Last but not least.
Hey everybody, I'm Akhil. I am a grad student at Northwestern and I'm a product marketing intern with Kim. at Dali. I've had a great 8 weeks so far. I have 4 more weeks to go, so looking forward to it as well. Here's what some of the things that I've worked on for the past 8 weeks. I worked on 3 challenges over the course of my internship, and the first challenge involves marketing research for expanding the pump segment. The challenge essentially is how we can grow the pump segment into newer markets. For the solution, I conducted some market research to identify what some untapped customer segments are where our products could fit in with minimal modification, and also engage potential customers through questionnaires to understand what their needs and wants are in this category. Some key learnings from this exercise were that there are plenty of untapped markets where our pumps could be a great fit. Some, such as municipalities and high rises, could be a great growth avenue. But on the other side, there is some concerning news that even though there is high demand, most industries are very comfortable with whatever vendor they're working with currently and are not really looking for a change. The second challenge I worked on was product discovery on the pump website. I talked with the sales team, and me and Kim had a lot of discussions, and we understood that the product discovery on the pump's website is a little cumbersome as of now and could use an overhaul. So what we researched was we tried to understand what the customer's needs for the product discovery process are as of now, and where we could make possible improvements to make that process a lot more easier and smoother. For this, I've created some detailed wireframes and prototypes to create an enhanced discovery experience. Some key learnings: customers generally prefer an experience that is intuitive, easy to use, and so that they can compare what products they want and identify what they actually need. Also, customers want this ability to easily find sales representatives for their geographical region, and easily identify dealers, distributors, and support services associated with the product that they intend to purchase. The third challenge that I worked on is the unmanned systems integration service. So we, as you all might be aware, we have this drone division which is doing pretty well, and we are trying to take it a step further by bringing this unmanned system integration service. So what I essentially did is researched markets and try to understand if there is a demand for such a service and what are the needs of the customers in these segments. Then I've been working towards creating a launch plan and a go-to-market strategy of this integration service to meet these diverse customer requirements across different markets. Some key learnings: there is tremendous demand for such a service. Such a service does not exist as of now, and whatever exists is highly fragmented. So Dali could probably be the first major player in the market and capitalize on that. What customers value in this market is customization and excellent support. And also, my initial research indicates that even with a very small physical footprint, we can get the pilot up and running. Other than all the challenges that I've been working on, I've been assisting with some press release creations. I've worked with TJ for the centralized documentation system where we are documenting all the work that we've been doing over the course of our internships. I'm also working with Jerry for e-commerce website development and integration with Salesforce and Pimli. Also a little bit of data cleanup and Magento exports so that the Elysian team can assist us better. Some things I learned over the course of my internship, just like any other company and any business challenge, if we go ahead with it, customer-centric approach is paramount. We have to understand the needs and wants of the customer before we dive into solve a particular problem. Market research is critical because that will help us understand how we can position our product and how to take our business forward. I've worked with some amazing people here. I've got on calls with them. I've talked to them to understand various aspects which I was not aware of. So one critical aspect of that is effective communication and trying to convey what is on my mind effectively. Innovation and collaboration, of course, the company is innovating rapidly. If you bring in collaboration, then growth opportunities are immense. Adaptability, I've been switching between different projects, assisting on different activities. So being adaptable in the corporate world is essential. Continuous improvement, regularly seeking feedback. Kim gives out genuine and very useful feedback, which I have inculcated in all the work that I've done, and that has been amazing. And a holistic understanding of the business. Over the course of the 8 weeks that I've been here, I've worked on a lot of projects, and that has helped me understand what this business is all about and where it can go from here. That's about it. Thank you. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn.
I will invite the interns up, so you can come right here. And you could just take it out. You guys did a great job. They've got 2.5 more days. I know Akhil's staying a little bit later as well, which is awesome. But effectively 2.5 more days. So we are doing final wrap-ups. They're making sure all their documentation is saved, doing debriefs with critical stakeholders. So nothing will ever get lost. We'll be able to take this and move forward. Super cheesy, but please take a bow. Thank you guys. You've been amazing. So good and great. So good. Are there any questions for the team? Or any comments that you want to make?